Welcome everybody to another episode in the Bus Ride Series Season 1. This is episode 5, part 1, and in this episode we are going to start building our new Nether Portal area. Um, as discussed before, I had some ideas of what we were going to do to house our Nether Portal, and I think what I decided was a Inca style temple. Um, it kind of one thing led to another, but I think in the end it's something that's going to be fun. It's going to be intriguing to look at and should be easy to build around as we build out the rest of our map. So without further ado, let's get this thing going. All right, everybody. So standing up here above the base, and just want to give you guys a bird's eye view here. This is where we're going to put the. Obviously, we had the Nether portal, but when I originally was looking at this and trying to decide on it, uh, I kind of wanted it. It almost looked like, if you remember, if you're following along, the hill that was there on this, the back wall, it almost looked like a theater style setup. So I was almost thinking of doing like an amphitheater up here. Uh, but as I was tearing down that back wall and thinking about it, I don't think that was the right choice. So what we decided to do is we're going to do kind of an Inca style temple. I figured the Nether Portal's supposed to be kind of this mystical place or whatever. So what better way to keep it mystical than to make it an Inca style temple. So I'll end up cutting out the blocks for the Nether Portal and setting it up in here. I just wanted to kind of give you guys a look at what's going on here and give you an idea of how I just got my dimensions out of this. Oh, I better turn down sound effects here. That was probably a little loud for you. Alright, sorry about that. Anyways, pretty much I kind of picked where I wanted it to, the floor of it to be the main bottom of the temple before I went up. And I actually decided, where was it? It was about right here. Level 67 is where I kind of went with it. Um, and then followed it up and figured, I really kind of wanted the flooring to be 11 by 11. On the other side here, what makes this tricky on this entire corner here is the lake of water on that side and the little lake of water right there. Um, Kind of makes it tricky where it comes down. Either I take out a bunch of water or I try to work around it. So I worked around it and just kind of figured where my flooring was at on all sides at level 67 in the world, which actually I believe is right here for this side. So I'll have to terraform this out and just kind of make this down, bring this down a little bit. Um, and then just kind of ran it up and figured out where my centers were at. And even though you can't see it here, it does work out on this side to where I will be about right here. I believe, actually no, 67 is right here. So this will be kind of the cutout, so I can make a nice little floor here so I don't have to take out any water there. Um, and I'll just kind of send it all up at this angle of the stairs, and this will be the flooring. And then up here, I'm going 11 by 11. I figured I could put a 2 block path, or at least walkway on the outside. And then in the center of that, I'm going to construct a building. Just kind of, I don't know, a building or a plaza kind of area. And then I will stick the nether portal in there. As you may know, once you construct another portal and go through it, it links up on the other side. So without doing some trickery stuff, you're not going to be able to change the location. So no matter where I place this nether portal now, I could place it anywhere in the world and it's going to come out in the nether on the exact same side it was before I broke it down and did that. So anyways, you don't need to see me do a bunch of terraforming. I just wanted you to get a glimpse of what was going on and what we were kind of starting with. I already did, as you can tell, I did a bunch of terraforming on that back wall back there already. And but now I need to fill all this in down in the middle, get the steps going all the way up and all the way around, and so a lot of terraforming to do, and that's okay. It's always best if you could try to work with the terrain that you got and Later when we do our steps here, that's pretty much what we're going to do. We're going to try to work with the terrain. Save on terraforming, and then you want to try to keep things as natural as possible. But to do this temple, we're going to have to do quite a bit of terraforming, and that's okay. I think it'll look good at the end. I guess we'll find out. So once I get this all terraformed, we'll be back. Alright, everybody. And here's what it looks like terraformed. Came out alright. Only thing I'm a little discouraged about, and I guess was a little poor planning, was how far this came out and how close to the house. So before I worry about making this blend in a little bit better, I'll wait till we do the patio and the stairs away from the base there. Then I'll worry about blending this in somehow. We're probably obviously going to end up having to knock this down quite a bit, get rid of this wheat farm. We'll figure out something. Need to do probably an automatic wheat farm anyways. But yeah, so this is the basic design of it. I'll show you guys here, just give you a quick fly through. Decent amount of terraforming I had to do, but it was manageable. I still got to do a little bit more, it looks like right here. Got to fill this in, make a nice little walkway, blend that in right there. Otherwise, that's pretty much it for that. I think what I'm going to do next is all these exterior blocks I'm going to turn into, or not turn into, I'm going to use probably netherrack or nether brick, something of the combination. We'll figure it out. Probably nether stairs going up, but what I'll do now is I'll get in the center, and I'm missing bricks here, and Enderman came and took some dirt. But what we need to do now is just find the center here, which should be the 6th block. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, so this is the center. We're going to do the 3-path stairs. I'm not going to show this all to you. I'm just going to give you an idea of what we're going to do here. If you need to, Google Inca temple to kind of get an idea of what we're going to do here. Pretty much it's going to be the center here, 3-stair path all the way down. Same thing on all sides, right in the middle, 3-path stair all the way down, and then just nothing on the side. It's just going to be little full block steps like that. And the reason why, I don't know if you guys, with this texture pack, this is soul sand. I really dig it. It really looks kind of cool. You just saw the stairs. Here's another brick. And then this one's really awesome with this resource pack. I really like this. Between this and the soul sander, my 2 favorite blocks. Those are pretty cool. I really like those. So I'll probably end up outlining, I don't know, we'll see how it looks. I don't know if I want to do the entire temple in this, but we'll see. But I'm going to definitely incorporate these in here, considering, well, this is leading to the nether. I don't have enough nether rack. I'm going to have to go in. That's why I haven't torn down my portal yet. It's because I'm going to have to go get a ton more. So we'll do that, and once I get that going, again, you don't need to see me throw down a bunch of blocks here. That's all I'm going to do is I'm going to do the stairs. I'm going to go mine some. So when I get that going, then I will be back. Alright, everybody, as the sun sets here, I wanted to give you guys a view of what we went ahead and did, what I went ahead and did with this build before we actually get into building it. I'm probably going to end up having to make this a 2-part series. I think we're already a decent amount of time into this with me just kind of laying this idea out here of building this temple and what we're going to get through here with me demonstrating it to you. So it may, who knows, it may end up having to be a 3-part series. We'll see what we can get through in this one. I just don't want to make them too long of episodes for you. I don't want to make you guys bored and just kind of let you get into it. This is just kind of a teaser, I guess you can call this here. But let's go ahead and dive into it. Let me show this to you. What I went ahead and did with this is I went and stayed with natural stone all the way around the temple. Of course, got the nether brick stairs coming up here because it's heading to the nether portal, and so kind of got to throw in some nether stuff, and you'll see I threw in some other nether stuff as we get into this. Up on top here, these are the stone half slab bricks, not the regular bricks. These are the regular stone bricks. But I really like, I think this is probably one of my favorite blocks as far as the standard blocks go, not including the nether bricks I showed you. But these, I really like these bricks. But I wanted to change it up and just kind of use stone all the way around up here. Some of the stuff we put in here, we'll go ahead and get this as you see the sign, sacrifice or be sacrificed. So what we need to do here to get into the temple is you need to sacrifice 5 items. Doesn't matter what 5 they are. Traditionally, sacrificing is of food, but you can just sacrifice whatever. But it's got to be at least 5. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now when you come down in here, you got to be facing north, and there we go. What we're going to do here eventually, once we get the resources, is I want to throw in some obsidian pipe down here, and put in a little timing mechanism with an Arctic gate around the obsidian pipe, because if you know, with obsidian pipes, if you supply a redstone signal to them, we could probably do it without the Arctic gates, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. I'll just tell you this is a future plan when I've got a spare few minutes or whatever. But anyways, the obsidian pipe will suck up anything within its block radius, but if you supply a redstone signal to it, it will increase its suction power by about a block in all directions. So by supplying a timing mechanism to the pipe to turn on a redstone signal to it, it will allow you enough time to be able to get in the door and then suck up the redstone signal, or suck up the sacrifice, so that this iron door shuts, so that there's no way to get back out. That's kind of my intent on this. As you'll see when we get in here, I want one way in and one way out, and I don't want it to be the same way. But down here below, you'll see later, there's a gold-plated pressure plate with a redstone signal that comes and opens up this door for you when there's 5 or more items on the block. And you can change that. You can make the sacrifice greater if you want. If this is on a multiplayer server, you can make it a 10 block item, and instead of throwing an obsidian and void pipe, which is probably all I'm going to do, is I'm just going to have it suck up your sacrifice and then destroy it. You could have it transport it to a chest that only you have access to, and you could take whatever they sacrifice and add it to your collection. But as you come down this narrow hallway, I try to keep it the feel of it old school, just a nice old style coming down. Everything in here's quartz. I'll show you when we get down in here into the main fire room here. Little fire torches going on here. It's a nice feel to it. Then you come into the grand room here, and got a nice wall of lava. Everything in this room is quartz brick. These are the quartz brick, chiseled quartz, and of course some quartz pillar. A lot of quartz in here. If you know, with the quartz, it's going to take a lot of mining. So if you're going to use quartz, expect to do a lot of mining in the nether before you're ready to complete this room. I don't think I have enough to complete this room right off the bat. As we do this tutorial, or this build, I guess it's not really a tutorial. As we do this build, I'll have enough to do the floor and maybe some of the walls and ceiling, or probably at least just the pillars. But it'll be enough to get the build going. You don't have to use quartz. I wanted to keep it, since, like I said, this is the nether portal that we're going to, and while I'm talking, I'll go ahead and show you. To shut the lava off, I put in a little hidden button behind this fire, and there we go. The lava wall starts to recede, and it will reveal the nether portal in just a minute. But I wanted to keep this build, or this temple kind of nether style. We got the nether bricks on fire in there to show as little torches, and then of course all the quartz, and I don't know, I would like to incorporate, as I mentioned in one of the first segments of this video, was some of the soul sand. I really like the soul sand, but I haven't figured out how I want to do that yet, and make it look good. I think this ultimately looks good. So we'll see. I may put in a little design in the floor with the soul sand or something, but right now this is what it is, and you could do it however you want. You don't have to use all this quartz, because it takes 4 quartz mined to create 1 brick. So, and you only get, when you mine quartz in the nether, 1 brick of quartz only gives you 1 item of quartz. So it takes a lot of mining. I've done a lot of mining just to get this floor done, because just the floor itself needs 150 bricks, I believe is what it is, 150 bricks. That doesn't include the stairway and the pathways going up. That doesn't, I figure it's going to take, ultimately it's going to take about 1,000, about 800 bricks, I think is what I calculated, 800 and something bricks to do this entire build. But anyways, the waterfalls, I probably went a little too heavy with the waterfalls. I don't know if I like it. I really wanted to put water coming down and spreading over the sides of the of the portal, but I didn't get that. I could probably accomplish that task, but um, like I said, it is what it is, and I think it looks pretty good. And then of course up here we've got the dispensers. That's how we did it. Dispenser with the bucket of lava in each one of them. That's how we get the lava wall to come down, with some glowstone lamps here. The glowstone lamps, that's obviously nether stuff too. So that's what we did here. And then, you can turn the wall back on. If you're doing this on a server with multiple people, you may want to keep it like this. But if it's just your own personal single player file, you can keep the wall of lava off all you want, because eventually if you're going to the nether a lot, it's a pain in the butt. But it's nice to show off. It looks cool. It's just a nice design. Of course, in IC2 you don't have to show off. You can leave the lava wall up and have a hazmat suit and walk right through it and not worry about it. And you can also use, your Eye of Ender and teleport to the other side without getting hurt by the lava. So there's multiple ways to do it. But like I said, I wanted only one way in and one way out. So assuming that this door is shut up here, which it's probably not right now. It takes about 5 minutes for a block to disappear that's just sitting there. I put in another secret button right here, and a piston door. Now I put in a timing device to be able to shut this door, so it's plenty of time to get through the door if you know the door is there, but it doesn't stay open for long. Then I also, on top of the timing device, I put in a pressure plate, so as soon as you activate the pressure plate, it shuts the door right behind you, so you can't go, oh, and go back. You have to exit the temple now. Even though this sends out a redstone signal, it only works when the doors open. And we'll go over all that. That's why we're going to end up having to make this a multiple part series, because that's going to take a little bit of time to show you and cut out and build. But it's not that hard. It's not going to be that difficult. Just a couple unique switches in there. And then this is your way out. If you look up at the mini map, you'll see that we are in the lake behind the temple. So we got to get up and swim through that. I've got the electric jetpack on now. We'll take that off. I'll show you. There's enough time without the electric jetpack to be able to get out of here without dying through the water. But you just got to kind of sweep them up here. It's a little difficult at first, and you're going, oh, am I going to make it? Am I going to make it? But you'll have about half your air bubbles left. I think I had 5 air bubbles left right there. So there's plenty of time to get out. And you can get back in that way if you want. At nighttime, you'll be able to see the light shining through that little hole there, but the way we set it up is you can't get into the temple from there, not without destroying bricks and whatever else. Under normal circumstances, you won't be able to get back in there. So anyways, that is that. So let me flap here as a dramatic exit. Let's go ahead and get this build going here. I hope you guys like this, and I hope you guys watch the rest of this episode and see the next one when we add in the redstone and all that good stuff. So, but as you can see, you're going to need quite a bit of stuff going into this. So let's go ahead and get this build going. All right, everyone. Let's go ahead and get this going here. I got the top all laid out and the sides and the stairs and all that good stuff. So what we need to do here is we need to find our center. All right, this is 11 by 11, so it's the 6th block is the center. And it looks like it's centered there, so I believe that's centered. Let's go ahead and create a little well around it, a well area around it. I am using the stone slab, half slabs, and I really like the look of these bricks here. So there we go. All right, now in the center, this is going to work best, easiest. Either if you have all the supplies ahead of time, which most likely you're not gonna. I don't think I have all the supplies ready. Or if you have the jetpack's going to help out a lot. If you don't have it, you can still do it without it. You're just going to have to build some scaffolding or some dirt blocks for the scaffolding. All right, we need to build down to level. If you look up at my mini map, if you have the mini map, then great, it makes it a lot easier. If not, press F3 and it pulls up and it tells you your coordinates on the map, pushing F3. What we need to do is we need to get our Y axis down to level 55. We need to be level 55 on the world. Not always a great idea to dig straight down, but I feel safe only going down this little bit here, so go ahead and dig it down till level 65, and this, or level 55, this is going to be, level 55 will be our base floor. Alright, we're down to level 55, is our base floor. The well is not going to go that deep, and hey, there's some coal there, we'll worry about that later. This is going to be our base floor. The well itself is going to actually stop significantly higher than that, but we need to get down to the bottom, so this is it here. So let's just kind of open this up. What we're going to need here is, let's see, it's going to be like 10 by 15, I think, is what the final dimensions of this room, what I have planned out and what that's going to be. So just kind of start digging out. Don't dig down. Try to keep, like I said, leave the ground. This is going to be our base floor here. And it's going to be, I believe, 6 blocks high. So you can build up that high. This main corridor, this main room is going to be 6 high. The roof being a 7th block high. Go and put on my backpack here. So just start digging it out. Don't get too crazy. You can always fill it back in with some stones and stuff later, whatever you want. But let's go ahead and start out. And the width of this room is going to be where the portal is going to be. It's going to be facing south. Yeah, it's going to be facing south. Right now, the way I'm facing, if you look at the mini map, I'm facing north. You can press F3 and see that. It should show up there that I'm facing north. So when you come into this room, you're going to be facing south, facing the portal south. So the width from east to west will be 10 blocks. Alright, and then the length, we'll get the length figured out. It's just more or less a feel, what you like. You can make it whatever you want. I just kind of laid it off based off of feel, the way it felt when I looked at it, if it was big enough. Because originally I had it more narrow than that, than what it ended up being, or is going to end up being. But so just kind of do it. I'm going to speed through this. You don't need to see me dig all this out. Alright everybody, so here we go. Got it all dug out for the most part. Got the main size of it here. Again, what my dimensions are here. Where this torch is at, this is where the main well is. Okay, so I based all my measurements off of this because ultimately we needed to calculate the stairs that will be going up and over and up, and we'll eventually meet right there with the iron door, which is actually, I believe, 14 levels up is where we've got that. So there's that. So it was from here, from the torch right underneath this well, you have 9 blocks in between, not including this one where the torch is at. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to the wall. Okay, and then opposite the torch, there's 5 between the well and the back wall. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so there's that, and it is 10 wide. So when you come into the room, this is how you're going to be looking at it. And 2 blocks beyond, 3 blocks beyond the torch is where the portal will be. All right, you can make it longer if you want. You can do what you want. Actually, you'll have more room if you push it back this way. Push it back south if that's what you want to do. If this isn't big enough for you to go this way, you'll start to work underneath the water, and you're going to kind of start running out of room because you're not going to have any ceiling space before you start collapsing the lake into your tunnel. Okay, so let's go ahead and opposite this torch, we need to dig a 1 by 1 deep trench here. This is what the lava is going to flow into, so it doesn't hit the floor and spread everywhere. Okay, we don't want that. Then we'll have, I believe, a one walkway here. The portal will go right here. We'll have space in between, and then the rest is going to be water. We'll end up digging out some spot here to put a little pool of water around and get that. All right, so we can at least generically we can go ahead and set up our staircase here. So we need to just go ahead and go up for 3 for now. Push back. We can get our staircase going here. All right, so we go back 3 here. All right, 1, 2, 3, and then we go up. Go in right there, and then let's see, we get one there, and we start our stairs here. Oops, that was my bad. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 5 stairs here going up. All right, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And then 1 block deep here. And then we go up here. We go up, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, another 5 stairs. Oops. 1 stair. Let's see, that is what, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then this will be the 5th one right there. Okay, so we got another 1 block here, but we're gonna go in before we start the stair here. We'll have 2 blocks. The stairs, I believe, will actually start right here for this last little stretch. We'll have 4 stairs. This should be right. I wrote this down, but sometimes the math is a little bit funky. Alright, so 1 stair. Be the 4th stair. Alright, and then this will actually would come up 1. Actually, I think we do go over. Yeah, we go over right here, and then this should take us right out to the well. Yep, there's a well. And we'll actually have to fill that back in right there because I didn't see the well. But there it is. We can just bam. Alright, so our stair area is set. And let's see what's next. Guess we can go ahead and just start laying some flooring. If you got some quartz or whatever you're going to use for the flooring, like I said, I pretty much just have enough for that. So let me go ahead and set down my flooring. You go ahead and set down whatever you're going to use, and we'll be right back. Alright, everybody, got the floor all put in. Looks pretty good. I'm show you guys here. This is all the nether block I have left after laying the floor, so I definitely don't have enough to do all the walls and the ceiling and the pillars. But what I will have, what I do have, I will have enough to finish the flooring and the stairs and put up the pillars, and I'll have some to start the walls and the ceiling. But for now, this will work. So yeah, what I did here was, you know, all the important parts here. I put in just the quartz block all the way around. Left this open here and cut it down and put another block down in here. This will be the pool. The portal will sit right in here. We're not going to put it in here yet. It'll probably just kind of be in the way if we put it in right now, so we'll just leave it where it's at. But that's where it's going to be. It's going to be right in the middle here. And then we'll end up cutting in for some waterfall effects and stuff like that up in there. But pretty much it, I think, for this episode. I think right now, I don't know, I've got a couple parts into this, a couple segments for this. I don't know exactly, but I'm thinking we're probably right around 30 minutes of this episode, which is probably more than enough. I don't want to bore you guys to death too much. I'm sure you got better things to do than watch me and listen to me babble. All right, so there is one last thing I wanted to show you. When we were counting out the stairs here, stairs are always tricky for me for some reason when I'm counting. I actually messed up a little bit. I just went for now and got some cobblestone stairs just to check it out and test it. And as you'll see right here, I actually had to push this back one. And it's important that I did this, and I'll explain why. I had to push this back once. What we need here is we need, what I did was I did two spots right here. This is where the secret door is going to be, is right in here. No stair here. This just kind of gives it a little bit of a landing to come down, to be able to look down and see the button in here to open the secret door. So this two flat landing is important. Then we have 5 sets of stairs going up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, and then 1 flat landing. We don't need a major flat landing right there either, like we do below. Just this one spot to be able to make the turn, and then go up. This is another set of 5 stairs. All right, and right here, we'll have a double flat landing like we have at the very bottom, and then 4 sets of stairs. All right, the most important thing, it doesn't really matter how you do it. The bottom is probably the most important, because you really kind of have to have that flat look to be able to see that button in there, because even though you want it hidden, you don't want it to be tricky. You just kind of want to, if somebody's really paying attention, to be able to see it. But the most important part here is that we are standing at level 69. Okay, and you'll see in my mini map as well as there, we're at Y69. And the important part for that is I originally had this at 68, but the redstone signal between the iron door here and the redstone signal for the lava dispensers, they were fighting each other. And every time you'd hit the pressure plate, it would trigger part of the lava. It wouldn't even trigger all of it. It'd only trigger part of it. So it was really kind of messing up with the waterfall. So the most important part up there is the top is at level 69. And then this right here, like I said, the 2 flat spots. So when you come down, you'll be able to see the button through the fire there. All right, well, like I said, that's pretty much it for this episode, I think. In the next part, we're going to do this. This will be part 1. Should be able to complete it in 2 parts. I don't know. We'll have to see. We still got a little bit to do. In the next part, we're going to put in the dispensers up here, run the wiring for that, the redstone wiring for that, our secret door, the redstone wiring for that, and that'll be kind of tricky. That'll be the tricky part, and there's a redstone for that, and our exit strategy. We're not going to go over detail on the walls with the new brick and all that stuff. That's something you could do on your own. You know how to do that. So anyways, that's it for this part. I won't wait too long to put out the other part. Like always, do me a favor. Give me a thumbs up if you like this episode, if you found it even a little bit interesting. If you're new to my channel, go ahead and click subscribe. I need some subscribers. I like entertaining you guys. And if anybody else you think might be interested in this episode, then go ahead and let them know and point them in my direction. Leave me a comment. You got any questions or concerns, or you want to see something in a future episode, or just let me know, and I'll do what I can to answer you. I'm pretty good about checking my boards daily, multiple times a day. All right, well, that's it. Have a good one.